Hey, they had qualifying time, and look at this. If he does get it back together, he's going to get a good assignment because Clydesdale easily beat last week's winner and the Wildhair. Man, oh man. Here comes Gravedigger. We go from one story to the next. Last week, Dennis Anderson could not even get started at the line. Let's see what he does today.
He's trying to get the truck ironed out. The problem he's having is consistency, and when you go into the lanes, there's three of you. One of them's Awesome Kong, the other one's Nightlife, and you're the third man. You don't need to be having problems. You need to be able to concentrate on making a good run. Anderson has not had that pleasure all year long. Something has a tendency to go away, and it might just happen again this time. Keep an eye on him. It's an old Chevrolet. Three side-by-side Chevys. Hey, Gravedigger's looking good. He's staying tough. He's hanging with him.
Wow, Dennis Anderson with a good, strong run.
Yeah, he's having trouble getting shut out. I don't know why they're having so many problems getting these trucks stopped, Scott.
Hey, the fans at Texas Stadium are rocking and rolling, and they love the Gravedigger. Dennis Anderson put down a shot. Now, he and Nightlife crossed the finish line together. Let's see the times. So you can see Nightlife got in by 6/100, but that's a good qualifying time for Dennis Anderson. Hey, the Gravedigger may be ready to come out and go after these guys today.
Well, even the losing around at 6:89, there's nothing in the world wrong with the blast under 7 seconds. Now, this could be an interesting story coming out here. I want you to watch the truck in the middle. Last week was the first time out with it. Mike Wine said, we've got the hot hand. We've got the good combinations. We're going to go to the winner's circle. Let's see if this qualifying round can be the first step there. Look at the lead, boy. He comes down the middle like a rocket. Meanwhile, they're trying to pull back on the motor close side. Scott Stevens, the long, tall Texan, pulls it back on the big end.
A problem, though, for the Outlaw. He broke on the course. So Scott Stevens and Mike Wine, two of the finalists from a week ago, in that qualifying run. Stevens looked good, but the Outlaw never finished the run. King Crunch with an excellent time, 6.29, same time that you saw Gravedigger have a minute ago. More qualifying in a moment, but we want to run out to the pits right now. Chris Chapman, I understand, is standing by with Marvin Smith, the driver of the Wildhair, with more news.
Marvin, it looks like Bennett Clark's truck is not hurt as badly as you, and he went over.
Well, what happened, Chris, was we were going so fast I couldn't stop, and he tried to gas and get out of my way. I was headed for the door, and I couldn't get there. He gassed, it got right in front of me. I think my truck is ruined. I'm about to go home and build a new truck.
Are you really going to build another Wildhair?
Yes, I am. I'm going to have to at least put a new frame on. I broke the frame right in half.
Tuff Trax is brought to you by Nintendo, makers of the Nintendo Entertainment System and the world's largest and most exciting library of great games. Nintendo, now you're playing with power. I don't know how much action 1 hour can hold, but you're going to find out with us right here on Tuff Track because it's already hot and heavy, and we have just got underway at Texas Stadium. 3 lanes of qualifying. Buffalo Tremor will now come out with the defending world champion Equalizer and the new Micro Machine. Now, the Micro Machine is a brand new truck built by John Breen of Mad Dog fame. The Micro Machine truck is driven by Kurt Fisher. Army, the story on Kurt Fisher.
Well, he's an ex-mud racer, world champion in mud racing. John Breen brought him over to drive this truck, and it's going to be a goer. Only the second week out, that truck is running and impressing a lot of people. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, the kid that took over the world championship truck, the Equalizer, he's got a brand new paint job on that truck, so he looks new. The only thing consistent this round is the Buffalo Tremor of Johnny K. And look at the Micro Machine go out and run in the middle. The Equalizer muscles and wins.
Greg Holbrook really getting a feel for this course. He had a problem a week ago that he said wasn't his fault. He said somebody detonated the killer radio. That cost him big time if that's what happened. And it looks like the Equalizer is going to make some hay.
Oh, look at these times, Scott.
But notice the Micro Machine. The Micro Machine broke quick last week. Good, strong time for Kurt Fisher, under 6.5 seconds.
Here's the story we started the show off all about. Big John's going to be driving Bigfoot 4. You notice the missing of the yellow and the red stripe down the side of the truck that you've been watching the circuit on television with. If you knew, the new truck, Bigfoot 8, was a race truck. This is Bigfoot 4. It is not designed to do this, but it does it awfully well.
He's side by side with old nemesis USA.
Whoa!
Steve Wilkie. Oh, my. Steve Wilkie has gone into a generator that runs the laser light show at this TNT event and into the 45-second clock that Danny White and all the Cowboys, Troy Aikman and other quarterbacks look down there to find out the clock during a football game, and Steve Wilkie has gone through that 45-second clock.
He reminds me of my drill sergeant. He's still barking orders right now. He believes he's still in this. He is. Look at this. Wilkie is pumped. He's going to be back with that USA 1. That was just qualifying. Look at the bounce. This track is really weird. They're taking strange bounces and some heads-up driving by the Bigfoot driver, I might add, right there.
Yeah,
we
nice
could have had
job.
a disaster.
Yeah, John Pyatt got on the binders quick, but look at USA 1 smashing through a generator. And look at him scattering that in section as he then took out the scoreboard. It's a clock, 45-second clock, that was covered over by wood. Hopefully that'll keep it from being damaged too much. But Wilkie flat went through it.
Plus, you notice the straw that's set at the end of the track. Those are 1,000-pound straw bales that they're bouncing into. That's how hard these guys are running. You don't, there ain't no easy way to do this. You got to go hard.
Hey, Army, the racing's going to have to go some to top this qualifying round. USA 1 with that run, the fastest time so far. Chris Chapman's going to catch up with Steve Wilkie in the pits and see what's going on.
I didn't roll it.
Steve, what happened out there?
It's quick. You're going fast. I'm sorry, Chris. It just got the bouncing. I don't know. I think I cleared the last stack. She bounced. And I wasn't going over, Chris. I hammered it and then drove it out and tagged the wall. Something I should have done a couple weeks ago in Roanoke. So I did right. We'll be back.
I understand they rebuilt the ramps today. They're steeper. Is that a factor?
Well, what happens, Chris, after you race on them for a night, the dirt gets pushed back down to the bottom of the ramp. And what they did actually is they pushed it up to the car, to the ramp. They didn't make them any steeper, I don't think. I made all kinds of horsepower. I turned about 7,300 RPM on the pass. Went to high gear and she just laid it down. Bigfoot, all he saw was my tailgate. I'm sorry.
There's the word from Steve Wilkie, and I'll tell you, the rivalry between USA 1 and Bigfoot renewed now. But again, that's the Bigfoot 4 truck with John Pyatt, and he did a masterful piece of driving to avoid a collision at the end of that run. But hey, Wilkie is flat putting it on the edge. All right, next qualifying, the lady out of Arizona in the truck closest to you. That's Arlene Ed. She's in the Fanatic. Carolina Crusher in the middle, and the Tough Enough Ford on the far side.
Look at the little lady. She's hanging on, sitting in the number 2 spot. Carolina Crusher takes the win. But she was right there hammering on that door.
And again, this is qualifying, and she did a marvelous job of sticking with the Carolina Crusher. This lady, look at that time for Arlene Ed at 6.42.
She's a good monster truck driver.
Carolina Crusher, though, the fastest of that trio with a 6.36 try. There's Bennett Clark, a former Brahma bull rider. We're going to find out if he can get back in the saddle.